Thank you so much to Card Market for sponsoring today's video.
Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. My name is Filipa. Today I'm going to be playing Golgari Control in Standard Best of 1. And you all know I love Golgari, Golgari Obliterator, Golgari Midrange, Golgari Aggro. Recently I've built a Golgari Kona deck that you can basically get with vehicles. You crew Kona and you put any permanent on the battlefield. You put something like the Portal to Phyrexia and your opponents just concede. Trust me, it's a very good one. Make sure to check it out. But now I saw that somebody went 5-0 in a Magic the Gathering online league, which is pretty competitive, with Golgari Control. And I had to try it out because, again, big Golgari fan. And I've noticed that, unfortunately, not a lot of new cards from the new set, but we do have, of course, the new lands that is making Golgari even better, because Golgari lacked a bit of consistency when it comes to lands, because the best lands like the Mortuary and the Restless Cottage, they are great, but they undertapped. And even Blooming Marsh, it's obviously great, but sometimes it's also undertapped. So we were missing that dual land that doesn't have as much like understaffed condition. So yeah, it can give you only green if you don't have a forest or a swamp, but it always gives you mana. So this new land is absolutely incredible. We also are running 4 Demolition Field, so if you are missing a specific mana, you can just go and destroy their land, get a basic, and that should make your deck work pretty well. Now, again, this deck is controlling, so Demolition Field is a way to do it. You know you're playing against control when you see that they're playing this card, which is pretty cool because you get to destroy target non-basic land. There's a lot of things like Restless Anchorage on the decks right now, and they search for a basic land. Some decks are even very, how do I say, greedy with their mana base, so sometimes they might not have basics left. That happens a lot in Modern, but obviously it's a bit more complicated in Standard. But still, sometimes you might just get rid of a land. Now, the new card that we are running from the Aetherdrift is Locust Spray. I don't even know how to say that, but it's a 1 mana -1/-1 until the end of the turn, and it has Cycle Black. Now, I was thinking, because we are running 4 and only 1 cut down, I was thinking, how is this better than cut down? But the truth is that in control decks, a lot of the times you have trouble because they are not playing anything that gets cut down, especially like the domain decks, like a lot of things. But with the Locust Spray, it can actually still get rid of a lot of things that the players are playing. Like Red is playing a lot of 1/1s. We also have the Pixie decks playing a lot of 1/1s with the Otter and so on. And these get rid of those. Now, if you don't need it, you can just cycle it away, and it does work pretty well in these circumstances. You can always use it as a trick as well, so pretty versatile card, which you can or not cycle it. And cycle it is actually very important, because one thing that you want to do is have card in a graveyard, because you have Urgent Necropsy that has collect evidence as an additional cost, and this card can get rid of artifact, creature, enchantment, planeswalker. So if they have all of those, you can get rid of one of each, as long as you have the mana or total of the permanent to collect evidence. So for example, let's say that you have an Overlord of the Hauntwoods in your graveyard. That's 5 mana, so you can get rid of these permanents as long as the total value, mana value, is 5. And if their creature is 4 and artifact is 1, you can get rid of those 2, for example. Or if they just have a creature that is 5, you can get rid of that, and so on. Very, very versatile card, and it's an instance, which works pretty well in this deck. We are also running some removal, Go for Throat, Shoot the Sheriff, 2 Tear Asunders. We have 4 Up the Beanstalk. We know that this card works amazing with the Overlord, so we are going for that ramp, which works pretty well in control decks. We have 1 Outrageous Robbery, because I could not say that I'm playing Golgari Control without playing this card. We are trying to steal our opponent's win cons and play them. Usually, if you play this card and you're successful at resolving it, your opponents concede, because nobody likes to lose for their own cards. That's just, it's not cool. We have 1 Pulse, so we can destroy target non-land permanent and all other permanents with the same name as this permanent. So that actually also works pretty well with a lot of decks that run multiples of tokens as well. If they have a bunch of tokens, you just destroy all of those. For example, if they're playing Domain and they're playing all those 3/3s, Earth Migration, you just destroy all of those. We have 1 the Hand, so the End, the idea is that it costs only 2 mana if you have 5 or less life to exile a creature or planeswalker. You can search his controller's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that permanent and exile them. This is particularly good against Oculus, because you can exile their Oculus and then exile all the Oculus from their deck, or the Genes, and you take care of half of their win cons, because they only have 2 win cons, which is the Gene and the Oculus. We have 4 Deadly Cover-Up, again, same energy. First of all, it takes care of those aggro decks, and hopefully you ramp it, because turn 3 Overlord, you ramp, turn 5 Deadly Cover-Up, you're drawing cards from Up the Beanstalk. But not only that, it also lets you exile, and once again, if you're playing against Oculus, which is one of the most played decks in Best of 1, you get to exile their win cons. Yeah, I don't want to spoil, but there's a game that really comes in handy in this video. We have 1 Harvest of Misery. That's a great card as well, because you get to remove something, or you just play it as a 5 mana spell that you're going to draw a card from. 4 Overlords, I don't need to speak about this card, we all know it, it's great. We have 3 Armadillos. Armadillos is great to not only fix our mana base, but gain us life. Sometimes this is crucial in our deck, and also works pretty well with Virtue of Persistence, because we can get it back from the graveyard. This obviously also is a way for us to remove, gain life, then the other side draws us cards from Up the Beanstalk, so very good for control. And finally we have Nissa. I love Nissa, and I'm really excited to play this deck. I love me some Golgari, so I'm excited to see how good this control deck is. Without further ado, don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up. I think this intro was way too long. I'm just in a shoddy mood today, and I apologize, but let's play the games. Opponent goes first. Sure. Mulligan. Guess this is better. Okay, this is the Oculus deck. Let's hope they don't surveil Oculus away. I'm always kind of afraid that will happen. I mean, Up the Beanstalk into Overlord is great, but this deck is just super fast, which is kind of concerning. They might have a counter. Let's see if they want to use it on the Up the Beanstalk. Or if they want, they should, because then I'm starting to get triggers from everything on this planet. Okay, let's try to get that, see if they counter it. Getting the land there was kinda lucky. Are they just playing control? I don't think so. I think it's the Oculus deck. We are getting lucky in terms of what we are getting. This will be definitely cycled away. Okay, so they have non-lands only. They might have the fairy or something, but why didn't they play it is my question. Okay, it is... Now we know it is Oculus. They just don't have yet a way to get it from the grave. Or they don't have yet it in the grave, I mean. Moment of Truth is a bit rough, but we don't have counters, so what can we do? We are gaining time, which is nice. Okay, now they have the Oculus. So if I do that... I'll have 4 mana. Which is nice. I don't know why they didn't float mana. Because they know that I might try to kill it now. Okay, let's try it. Probably they have a counter. Maybe I should have gone for the shoot the sheriff. Well, I do have deadly cover-up. Actually, the deadly cover-up might even be better. In a certain extent. Ooh, if I had one more mana. But you cannot be sure that you'll get the mana, so it's a bit of a risk. Let's do that. And get the Oculus away. Ah. Okay, perfect. Very happy about that. So they do have the recognition, but they don't have the other creature yet in the graveyard. Shard, of course, sure. That will really reduce their chances of getting... Because now they only have the... What's the name? Jean left. Sure. So they do have the Into the Flood mod that they can use on the Restless. But maybe I should just go for it. Can I? They can counter it, probably. But I always get a card from it, which is cool. I need to get more 5 or 6 drops. Okay, and we got mana still for removal, which is cool. The Into the Flood mod doesn't get them too far, because I'll just play it again, draw another card, yada yada yada. So that works for me. Unless, of course, they might just want to use the Soul Partition on the Up the Beanstalk. Just have so much removal, which is so cool. Ooh. I'll go for the Overlord. Starting to get that mana advantage is crucial, friends. Ooh, and now I have Deadly Cover-Up so I can get the Jean. If they play the Jean, I just kill the Jean forever. And then they don't have a way to win. That's so cool. Soul Partition, okay. I can just replay it. I still get the effect. Come on, play the Gem so I end your win cons. This is evil, but... I mean, that deck is evil, so this is not evil. Okay, go. Get your Gene, honestly. Ooh, they have a Gene. Now it's the time. So I will bait their counters with this removal that I don't care about. Like, yeah, you do that, and I'll go for the shoot the sheriff. Good thing that I have a lot of ways to remove, because they might have quite a bit of counters. Let them use it. Okay. So if they counter that, they don't have mana, and I could just go for Deadly Cover-Up, finish their win cons, and they are doomed. Come on, counter this. I hope they don't have the fish thing that they put in their hands. Okay. So maybe they don't have a counter. Let's try the Deadly Cover-Up. 2, 4, 6. No more win cons, opponent. And that's what I have to say. That's what I have to say. No more win cons. I mean, usually I don't say no to 2 Overlords, to be honest. I don't have black, though, until I get this Demolition Field. Or the Hauntwood. Never mind, I do. I forget that the Forest also gives me black. This card is amazing. Oh, they're trying to poisoning me. I do not like that. Don't appreciate it one bit. But okay, here we are. Probably have counters as well. Not cool. I'll get a swamp from here. Okay, let's see if they counter that. Yep, Beanstalk showing a bit later to the party. Yeah, that's okay. It's like, what can we do? Ooh. Nice. Very nice. Now we can get the Up the Beanstalk. Getting ramp is very important. I could Tear Asunder the Tamio, but... probably I'll have to do it, because otherwise they get all those... proliferate spells and all at the same time. Let's start with Up the Beanstalk though. Do they counter it? I only have one yet, so that's good. 2 now. Up the Beanstalk is such a good card. Sure. Let them mill everything and then I deny them of Tamio. Well, I need to be careful because the Tamio I have to do that now because it's going to go to 4th next turn. And I don't want to give them that. Probably I should cycle the local. Well, maybe they'll mill themselves to that. Sure. Now 3 is the key, you know? 3 is when you get a bit scared. And a lot of my cards are not really great against them because they don't look like they have creatures. But I see now why these Locust Spray, whatever the name is so good. Because cut down, you just have it and there's nothing really that you can do. But this one, it's a different story. I want to go for the Demolition Field. They probably are full of removal, like I'm fully aware of that, but what can we do? That's a good one to have, because now like if I start drawing a bunch of cards, it makes their lives more difficult. Okay, I could attack with these, but they'll probably just remove it, so... Okay. Let's cycle that. It's a decent one, but I cannot really select anything from them. Deadly Cover-Up is interesting, because I do draw... Okay, let's do it. Even if they counter, I draw 2 cards, and... It's a bit awkward because I have to exile my creature, but I think it's worth it. Because if this resolves, I cannot get rid of something that, you know, is giving them advantage. Okay, they let it. Let's see what gives me a poison counter. Because that's the important one, I think. I think maybe the Tail of Tamio is concerning. Ooh, is this their hand? Okay, so they are a lot of removal. That's what's happening. Do they still have a lot of ways to give me poison? Yeah, quite a bit. But I guess that's what's happening. So I don't really want to play around their removal, like for their removal, you know, because they are just full of it. They can use now the Shieldred's Edict, I guess. Can I make these a land? No, unfortunately no, because otherwise, no. I guess there's nothing I can really do. Oh, I need to do depletion. Yeah, I mean, nothing I can do about that. It's gone forever. The good thing about the Armadillo is it does have the ward, which is cool. And I will draw a card. I mean, they don't have... You know what? They don't have counters, so why don't I just Virtue of Persistence, unless they top decked it. And this way, like, I keep playing creatures, so all their removal is kinda awkward. That's how you control them, y'all. That's how you control them, GG. I go first. I think this is keepable. We have the Locust Spray that we can either cycle or we can just, you know, kill something if they're playing an aggressive deck. Ooh, that's so good. It's a happy day to have a Locust on my side. Sure. 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 Another Beanstalk is not too bad, to be honest. Okay. That can destroy my Beanstalk, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it is what it is. Do they do it or not? That's the question. Oh. They can still do it. Yeah, okay, they go for it. Not too impressed. Oh, I got a good one though. Okay. What is that? Okay, so they basically want to scry a bit. I'm fine with that. Let's get a land. I'm okay with that, really. I think... Do I harvest? I could harvest just to... Well, I think I prefer to do that then. And then I either Locust. Okay, I will Locust that. I can use it in response, unfortunately, to my Up the Beanstalk. And I'm sure they will. Sure, a bit sad, but it is what it is. Let's kill the Lana Were Elves. They only have one card left, so I'm not feeling too bad. I'll just play that. A 5/4, they won't be able to attack unless they have some removal. I'll attack because I have the Restless Cottage to go for, or no, if not, I'll just rob 3 cards, to be honest. Yeah, I might just rob 3 cards. Yeah, that's a rough one. I think I still rob the cards. And then I have the Deadly Cover-Up. So they might go for Lenore Elves, they have the Airwire Might, they have the Tithing Wormlet. Okay, so they go for Ghost Vacuum. That's a pretty good one, actually. I hope they go for the Reliquary, because that's good. Because I don't care, because I'm going to board wipe anyway. Okay, so let's rob them 3 cards first of all. Actually, I can rob 4. So let's do it. Good ones. So let's do that, and I will get rid of the Garruk thing. One, two, three. I'll start by the Wormlet, because these will grow. Now, the Ghost Vacuum is a bit concerning, but it's okay, because I do have the Necropsy. Okay. Let me attack with the Wormlet. And then when they go for this, let me hold full control. I have to just say... They don't have any creature. They don't have enchantment, and they don't have... I mean, a bit of a big cost for that, but it is what it is. At least I only have to pay 1. And the Ghost Vacuum is gone, because honestly, it's my biggest concern is that Ghost Vacuum. Llanowar Welves, okay. So they can start using the color to give that touch to something, but I'm honestly not concerned. Sure, I'll just kill that. Let me remove the full control, I don't need it. Start by playing the cage. Either way, the Armadillo seems good. No, why are you conceding? Now you're just starting to have fun. I know, this deck is a bit mean, but that's okay. I go first, and I keep it. Even though it looks a bit awkward, this Up the Beanstalk into the Overlord is one of the best things you can do, in my opinion. Of course, I need to get an untapped land, but even if I don't, I'll just play this tapped. Armadillo will get me some time. But I would prefer if I would get it. Also, the Pulse might be good against them, because sometimes they have multiples of this. Yay, we got an untapped land. I'm so happy, because now we can draw, we ramp. I do need to find like a board wipe maybe. But again, like the Pulse can be really good. Sleek Shot Show Off is concerning, because that's a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Yeah, I might need to pulse this. Or I have Tear Asunder. I mean, Tear Asunder does work better on curve. So maybe I should just do it. I'll do it pulse. I can pulse and then get life. I think maybe that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. Because I'm just solo. Sleek Shot is also pretty concerning. Unfortunately, I don't have removal for it. Let's see how much damage they can give me. That's pretty good. sure. I have to let it resolve. So that's 5. Not enough yet. Is that enough? Let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, if they don't have anything else, maybe. But it would be cool because they are very... Ah, they have more. They have more! Damn it. I don't know why people stop playing the Sleek Shot, because it's a pretty good card, honestly. And we had a pretty good start, but, you know, sometimes you just lose. I mean, we go first. I believe that this is a keep. Actually, I do have removal. If I get a green source, I'll be fine. And I can even use the Demolition Field. You know what I mean? Okay. Bye. Okay, we did get the Restless Cottage, which is nice. So now I can use the Shoot the Sheriff. I'll take this damage. Okay, in that case... Oh, I cannot shoot the Sheriff! I can go for Throat though, but... I forgot this season. I really forgot. Okay, that's a good one. But damn, it's a mercenary. They shock me, I'm fine with the shock. Next turn I have the Overlord, so... That's how it goes, you know? GG. I think I can keep it. I mean, we have good stuff. I'm curious to see how this Locust Spray works. Because, you know, if they're playing red, it might be good, you know? We could also just, you know, leave it alone, cycle it away, get something new if they are not playing control. This is a very interesting one. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, up to 1 target enchantment, and up to 1 target planeswalkers. Of course, there's the additional cost of it, but... What do they have? Okay. Well, kind of awkward, because there's not much I can do. I can just cycle these, I guess. So they have Obliterating Bolt, Seed of Hope. Looks like more of a graveyard synergy, maybe some Delirium. Yeah, definitely Delirium, because they have the fear of missing out, but they also have Questing Druid, so... Okay, they gain a bunch of life, sure. Happy for them. So let's cycle this, because I don't think it makes too much sense. We have the Virtue of Persistence, so I can just use that. Deadly Cover-Up is always nice to have. Tear Asunder also has potential. So, you know, we shall see. Okay. Let them do that first. So I can just exile it. The more things that I have in the graveyard, the best, because I need to start getting them for this Urgent Necropsy. Okay, if they have 2, I'll just Deadly Cover-Up, maybe. Because why not? It helps me draw a card. It gets the Necropsy to be better, because now I have a total of 6 for these. And not... Oh my god, another one. Sure, so they get the Questing Druid. They gain 5,000 life. Bit boring. Cannot do this yet, unfortunately, so I'm just going to pass. Maybe I should have played this tapped. Yeah, I should definitely play that tapped. It doesn't make sense that I didn't, but it's okay. Sure, so they get that. What is this? 5 damage to target creature. Okay. So good thing that their things have like low mana value. So this says 1 target artifact creature. Okay, so I can do quite a bit. So let's do these now. Artifact, creature, and one of this. Submit 0. Let's do that. Okay. Up the Beanstalk. Let's do that. Pass the turn. Next turn we could go for the Virtue, draw 2 cards. I know why they call Golgari control now. It definitely feels like we are controlling the game. Okay. So I can Tear Asunder, but they can do the... Well, let's try this. They'll probably create a token, which I'm okay with, honestly. Like, do I kill the token with this, or do I just go for the Virtue? Probably I just go for the Virtue. Didn't get a land, which is a bit sad, but, you know, Virtue is pretty good. Didn't see much to take care of that, to be honest, in their deck, so hopefully they don't have it. I'm still at 22 life, so, you know, 18. Yeah, that's actually a cool card. They were pretty unfortunate to not get it ever in their graveyard, but it is what it is. I don't even know what I want. This needs red. Maybe Fear of Missing Out. It's a pretty decent one. Let me be happy. And steal your fear of missing out. You know, it's a pretty cool card. Sure. I do make them gain life, but that's fine. I'll discard this one. Another Up the Beanstalk. So I can do the Up the Beanstalk and then Hauntwood. That seems good to me. I'm drawing a lot of cards though. But I mean, who doesn't like drawing cards? And making mana? They will give me quite a bit of damage with the dragon, but that's fine. I'll block there. Another one, okay, so they can exhaust and get the thing again. So they have to do it now and they get it, so they have the priority. Not even sure what I want. If Fear of Missing Out is... it's kind of rough. I mean, now I can actually use this ability because I have these everywhere token. I'm drawing too many cards. I never thought I would say that, but I'm kind of afraid to mill myself out. I mean, it's definitely a real concern. Let me shoot the sheriff these now. And let me Tear Asunder one of these. Maybe I could Tear Asunder my own Up the Beanstalk to make sure that I don't mill myself, but I think I should win the game sooner rather than later. I'm not going to attack, because I cannot attack with any of these yet. And they can exhaust it, so... Sure, I'll just destroy them next turn. They still have these lands, which are a bit concerning. That's fair. But now they use the exhaust ability so they cannot get it. Oh, okay, they have another one. Sure. Well, well, well. What should I try to do? I can try to steal that to incentivize them to get it. And then I will try to see if I can... Because I still have a board wipe, right? Yeah, I still have 3 deadly cover-ups, so the odds are pretty high. So we let that happen. And I just try to see if I can find... Because at that point it shouldn't be that difficult, but I don't have it yet. Let's try to do that. See if I can, like, drawing 3 cards. The odds are quite high. Well, we got a bit unlucky, didn't we? Can steal Tear Asunder. This one. And do that. Like that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this. Destroy, destroy. Okay. I can just try to rob them into the win. They will activate that if they want, but that's fine. Sure. I have to Demolition Field to start destroying those. Beastie. Okay. I just go for the Overlord. Ooh, I have the end, which is cool. This is the end. I could the end that after killing it, maybe. So, or I can just Armadillo, but I just have bigger creatures than they do. Just try to win that way. I the end that. And I still have mana to destroy these two. And I actually destroy my Up the Beanstalk because... Well... Honestly, mainly because I don't want to heal myself, you know? That worked. That worked. GG. That's it, everyone. I really enjoyed this deck. I thought it was pretty cool. Let me know what you think in the comments. Definitely quite competitive, so you can definitely win a lot of games with it. I don't know how I feel about this new card. Honestly, sometimes it was awkward. I mean, I guess if it's awkward, I can just cycle it away. There was one game where it was really good when they played the Teatless Warming and against the Llanowar Welf, so I guess in that case is good. We also didn't play in red against the 1/1, we didn't get that, but other than that, I like the deck. I think it's a pretty decent one, and yeah, I'm excited to play more. Let me know what decks you like me to try, because sometimes it's difficult. I want to play some decks, but I know that a lot of people already cover them, you know, like Ash Leasley posts every day, MTG Malone, Covered Go Blue, Legend. So there's all these amazing YouTubers that are posting different decks every day, and I kind of don't want to repeat them. And at one point it gets difficult to not repeat decks because everyone is trying things. And yeah, just let me know if you have any idea that you didn't see any of your favorite content creators cover yet, and I might feature it in a video if it's fairly competitive, of course, because when I bring decks, some of them are pretty brewish, but you can still get some wins with them. But I don't want to play a deck that I know that it's not going to get any wins, because that's not fun. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and again, have a great day.